To start off this makeup look, we're just going to prime our face, and I'm using the Too Faced hangoveRx primer. And then I'm also going in with the Becca backlight priming filter because it is a little bit chillier out, so I wanted to keep my face hydrated and looking fresh and awake. Plus, if you haven't seen Twilight, we all know that vampires glisten, so that is also another reason why I put on this backlight priming filter. For today's eye look, we're going in with the Jaclyn Morphe palette, and we're going to be first going in with MFEO, and this is going to be our transition shade, obviously. So I'm going to put that right into the crease, a little bit above the crease, and obviously you see we have the tape down so that way we stay in the space on our lids, basically. And then the next shade I'm going in with is called Butter, and this is just an even deeper color, but still a transition shade, and I'm literally just putting it in the same place that I did the other one because obviously we're going to build up those colors to make that depth and dimension. So then I'm going to go in with Roxanne, I think that's what it is, and it's just like a deeper orangey red burnt color, if you want to call it that. And I'm taking it on a little bit of a denser blending brush and focusing it more on the outer third of my eye, and then dragging it into the crease and a little bit above the crease as well. Then next I'm going in with, I think it's called Jax, and I'm going to put that a little bit more condensed, but in a similar area that I had placed the last shadow, and I'm still using the same brush, obviously, but this is just another shade of red, a little bit deeper and darker. And then for the next one, we're going in with Chip, and it's like this dark chocolate brown, and I'm going in with a more condensed fluffy brush, and we're putting that more into the outer third, keeping it right there and not really like blowing it out too much, but obviously we want to make it a little bit smoky, so I'm going to put a little bit into the crease, but mostly keeping it on the outer third. And then I'm going to take this nice plummy shade, and it's called Soda Pop, and this is just to deepen up that crease a little bit more without having to go with like a color like black or something. And then I'm going to put a little bit into the crease as well. And then for our lid shade, I'm going to go in with, I think it's 24/7, and we're using the Naked 2 brush on the flat side, and we're just placing that right on the inner third of that lid. And now we're moving on to the eyeliner, and this is the NYX liquid vivid eyeliner, sorry, and it's in this red shade right here, and I just wanted to go along with the vampire theme, and that's why we have this tape right there, not only to keep our eyeshadows on the lid space, but also that we get that more precise sharp wing. You guys have seen my foundation routine many times, but I'm just taking these two foundations. Like I said, it's a little bit on the colder side, so I wanted to use something that would be a little more illuminating, but I think using the full coverage LA Girl foundation made it look more dry, and I didn't want to go with any concealer because this was supposed to be like a vampire look, obviously, so we want to look a little bit like dead. But I used this really light foundation of the two that I mixed together because we're supposed to go for a dead look, and I didn't use any concealer because we want those those bags to show underneath our eyes to give us that effect. Then moving on to set the face, obviously I'm just going to go in with any translucent powder, but I'm using my Born This Way because it usually lasts a little bit longer than my other ones. I should have gone in with one of my other powders though, because it does leave more of a white cast, and like I said, we're going for that dead vibe, and it would have made the foundation look a little bit lighter, but it's okay, we're rolling with the punches. I'm putting on this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but later on I just put on some like contour from the e.l.f. contouring palette because I needed more of that depth and that deep look to the skin to make the cheeks really look like sunken in and hollow, because like I said, we were going for the dead vibe because obviously vampires are not alive. So I later went back in and used that just to make it a little bit more dramatic, but I didn't show it on camera, but I just wanted to let you guys know. Now, just to bring a little bit of color to the cheeks, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Mellow Wine Blush, and then also, I don't think I showed it on camera, but I'm using the e.l.f. blush palette, and I'm using the deepest, darkest red shade that I had in there, just because this is a very predominant, like, red look. So I'm just using my Real Techniques blush brush for that. And then to make the eyes pop a little bit more, I'm going in with this NYX Crystal eyeliner, and it's basically like glitter on your eyes. Now, I really regret doing this because it started flaking off afterwards, but it really did make the eyes pop a little bit more than just using that lid shadow. And I also put it on the inner corner as well to make them pop. And then to finish off the face, I'm going in with the Tarte Kindness Pretty palette, and I'm taking the lightest like highlighting shade I have basically to just highlight the face, because like I said before, we all know that vampires glisten according to Twilight, so I wanted to get that very highlighted glistening look. But this is basically it. I put some red lipstick on, and I put some It Cosmetics Superhero mascara, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I also set my face, obviously. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I know that it was very last minute, but this is an easy makeup look if you want to go to a Halloween party or something, and happy Halloween!